Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to share my Spring Home Decor Tour 2025 with you. I've made some fresh updates around the house after taking down all the Easter decor, and while it wasn't quite enough to separate decorating videos, I thought it would be so much fun to walk you through everything I've changed. If you're looking for simple spring decorating ideas, easy ways to refresh your home for spring or any season, or just a little seasonal inspiration, you're definitely in the right place. I hope today's tour gives you some cozy, fresh ideas to bring that light, airy spring feeling into your own home. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming seasonal decorating ideas. I love to hear from you. Are you updating your spring decor after Easter too? Let me know down in the comments. Alright, starting right at the front, not much has changed here. The wreath is still the same, and I'm still on the hunt for that perfect piece for this wall. I'm just waiting for the right thing to come along. Over on the console table, I swapped out the bunny for this thrifted glass vase and added some Dollarama greenery. I kept it simple with the plain pillow at the bottom here too. And in the rattan basket, I switched out the Easter eggs for some moss-covered spheres, which feels a little more fresh and earthy for spring. Moving into the living room, I've taken down all the bunnies and eggs and added few cozy touches instead. I brought in these candelabras and some clay beads, DIY I shared over on my DIY channel. Most of the greenery and florals stayed the same, but I moved a few pieces around just to freshen up the space a bit. It's feeling so cozy and inviting now, just the way I love it for spring. I also added this rattan vase, which is another new DIY from my DIY channel. I love how it brings in some natural textures without feeling too heavy. Next, we're heading into the dining room, and just a quick note, if you spot the baby gate in my kitchen, that's for my daycare kiddos. If you're wondering, that's why it's there. Over in the dining room, I removed all the Easter decor as well, and the biggest changes happened over on my hutch. I brought in more candles and candle holders and added a few natural elements like this wooden sphere, which I think ties in perfectly for spring. I also gave this rattan lamp from Timo a little makeover. I'll be sharing that DIY later this week on my DIY channel. I feel like it fits this space so much better now. It's cozy, it's neutral, and it just makes me smile every time I see it. Now let's head into my family room and kitchen. In the family room, I swapped out a few vases and added some new decor pieces. One fun little touch, I added these, well, I call them nuts, I'm not exactly sure what they are, into my new gold bowl, another DIY project. I originally had the rattan vase here on the coffee table, but it was a little too tall for my husband's liking. So I brought over a shorter vase from my side table, and I think it fits the coffee table so much better. Over on the side table, I added a new to me thrifted vase that I made over, and honestly, I'm obsessed with how it turned out. I filled it with some pretty lavender stems from Walmart, and that wraps up my cozy family room refresh. In the kitchen, I kept most things the same but made few little swaps. I switched out the bunny on my tray for this beautiful vintage candle holder I thrifted. Love how that simple change instantly updated the space. Over at my coffee station, I had a couple of sugar containers and this sweet little brown pottery vase I recently found thrifting. On the counter, I added another glass vase, another thrift and DIY project. I gave it a makeover to look like a McGee & Co. dupe, and I loved the way it turned out. I'll be sharing that DIY this week as well. I also popped a frame picture in a thrifted picture in the thrifted frame and brought out this beautiful stone bowl from Dollarama that I've had for years. I tucked a little potted plant inside and it just looks so perfect and fresh. On the other side of the kitchen, I've got this this white pitcher vase, and I filled it with some fall flowers from Temu that were on the opposite side of the counter before. And I reused this stone tea light holder, but instead of candle, I'm thinking it would be super cute as a salt holder. Maybe I'll add a little wooden spoon to complete the look. And in the corner, I also swapped out the Easter eggs for apples and pears over here, keeping it seasonal but more neutral. The wooden bowl that they're in was a thrifted find too. In my little new corner, I didn't change much, just swapped out the bunny for a little bird figurine and added my sign back onto the opposite side. And that's it. That wraps up Cozy Spring Home Update after Easter. I hope you enjoyed walking through my spring home with me today. It's always so much fun to share these little updates, and I love how a simple changes can make everything feel fresh again. If you like today's tour, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss all the new DIYs and decorating ideas I have coming up. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.